This is PlaymoBello, and this is the fishing ship, one of the most worshipped, loved ships made by Playmobil. This was released in the year 1983. This is the original version of this ship. It has all the accessories. If you buy the complete version, and it doesn't even have to have the box, that goes around $500. It goes along with the Victorian Mansion. It's one of the most seeked out and wanted ships. It's often listed as a toy. If you find it in your basement, you can get a lot of money for it. Of course, I don't recommend paying that much. I did not pay that much. I just bought this for like $100. If you look at this ship, it's pretty much beautiful. That's why everyone loves it so much. It has a lot of fishes. That one comes as a single character. It's like the fisherman with the fishing pole and the bucket. So I just put on the top so you know he's not part of the ship. The main feature of the Susanne ship is this number here. It says S387, the number of the fishing ship. The idea behind this, in my opinion, is that this is from a big corporation and they have like 300 other ships, and this is number 387. The ship comes with several flags, and if you go real close, you can see there is a little plate there that has a sticker and it says Susanne fishing ship, set number 3551 from the year 1983. The rigging, everything is original, and it's originally done as is indicated in the manual with the knots and all of this. Ship does not come with a black fishing pole, though I have seen several being sold with a black fishing pole, so it makes me wonder if maybe some versions from other countries do sell that with a black fishing pole. I have seen some being sold with the shovel and the pickaxe. They do not come with a ship. You do get the different variations where the buckets don't come gray like this, metal gray. They come red. There are several variations. There is also, I think, the South American versions don't have a guy that's dressed in green, and it's missing one of the characters, like just 3 characters. The main thing about this ship though is accounting for every little item that's supposed to come with. For example, this little lantern, it's supposed to have all of these little hooks, and these hooks are especially from 1983. It has a chain on it. You see a plastic chain. This is one item that's often missing in most Susannes that are being sold on eBay, and people just don't realize, because it's just a little gray piece here, a little lantern in the front of the ship. This piece here you only realize once you just buy it and you don't have it. This green piece on the side, look at the green piece. There's also all of these pulleys here. Look at that. Pulleys work together to allow this to move to the side so you can use the wind. There is also a little rotating fan here, and this fan here also misses on a lot of the ships. And down there, if you look down there, some of the Susannes actually come with a little motor. It's a red little motor that you can put on the water, and it just keeps going forward. Overall, this ship is the best. It's very realistic, it's very pretty, beautiful. It's supposed to come with a pen, a brown pen that kids are supposed to paint here brown, and because of that you will find a lot of these ships with a ugly brown scratch down there from kids. But don't worry, paper towel with alcohol, rubbing alcohol, 90% rubbing alcohol, and it will clear all of that out. If you buy a ship missing certain pieces, be very careful. I was looking for one of these balls for another ship I was trying to complete. It's like $30 just for the ball. Sometimes they don't come with this black thing in the middle. See, there's a black thing that goes inside the ball and it crosses the ball entirely, so you can tie it in the middle. I have also noticed this top here, or these little lanterns on each side. One is red, look at that, and this one is on this side is green. Those, or even the stickers, you will never find it unless you're lucky, of course, and someone just happens to sell it. It would be nearly impossible to find those. This is how the captain of the ship looks like. He has a blue hat, a vintage looking like blue hat. He's entirely blue shirt. There's a little collar on his neck. The collar does come off, look at that. And the boots, those boots that you can remove from the legs. Then there are the dogs. There are 2 versions of dogs that you can get with a Susanne chip. There's this version here that doesn't move anything. It's just a very basic dog. This one is the same dog, look at that, the same features, but the back leg does move. The tail doesn't, but the back leg does. He has an open mouth. You can insert one of the bones. Have the dog with the open mouth, some do not. Susanne ships don't come with the fishing pole, but some do show up with it. Then there are these two items. I'm pretty sure they don't come as well, but I like to keep it with mine. And here is the fisherman. The fisherman basically is the same. Both of them, they're just equal. Again, this is 1983. It's gonna be the same character with the same beard, the same hair color, everything. They're both supposed to have those boots, the cuffs, the life-saving, and the hat. The hat looks like a fireman hat. It's pretty large. It's yellow. Matches his shirt. And then there's this guy here. He does come with a little neck as well. He has a black cuff and the boot cuff. He does come with the pole. South American boats will have a red bucket. North American boats will have the gray bucket. That's supposed to be like a metal bucket. And the main thing here is Susanne boats come with at least 32 cod fishes. This is the fish that you need to have 32 of, not this one. There's a lot of people just getting these fishes here from the 90s. Look how smaller they are. They look just the same. And if you only have these, you won't know the difference. This might ring a bell if you've seen it. They come like this. Several fishes, 4 of these. And then there's a little shark, a little one like this, and a round one. These also come with the Susanne. It's like a little cart. You poke these out, so you have 2 of those carts and then 4 carts of 8 each from these cod fishes. And then let's not forget, you also get a bunch of these trays so you can put your fishes on it. This is where you used to put the cannonballs from pirate ships from the 90s. Those are the main accessories that you need to make sure you get, and make sure you're not missing any little accessories. This is what your ship should look like when it's empty from any accessories or characters. I left the floaty device out here. Also, the ship does not stand still. It has a elongated device here at the bottom. Look at that. And it just, even though it has this fake wheel thing to equilibrate better, it just doesn't equilibrate that well. It's a very good version of the ship for sure. Notice there's this little place here. Look at that. That's an actual item. You plug it in, so that can be used to tie ropes. Space on the back to put your little floaty device. Look at that. Pretty cool. 2 little connect. Notice the mast has these connectors. There's this little pulley. Radar, flag. The flag is weird. It's like attached to the rope on the side here. There's a little hook here with just a knot on each of these sides. This big wheel that you basically pull this, see that? And that's how you connect the net and toss the net. And then you come back here and you push the net up. Basically goes from here to the pulley, to this pulley, and then down, just like a real ship. And I also went ahead and I put a knot on this little hook here up there, because the more lines you have on this ship, the more realistic it looks like, in my opinion. And I liked seeing all the rigging. Also in the box art, they had a knot right in the middle here that goes down to the top of this little ceiling, little roof, and I thought it looked really cool, so I done it. Then I had a bunch of rope left that wasn't being used, so I just put it here in the middle. Boom, there you go. Right here there is a cap that you can remove. Boom, now you have a spacing in there for all your fishes, and that's what it looks like if you fill in your compartment with a lot of fishes. Look at that, and it's pretty large. Look at that, it fits my hand pretty good. To a better proportion, there you go. There's the character in there. There is this little table here. I don't know what's the purpose of it, but you can just put items or sit in there, do whatever you want. And this little pulley system as well. Look, it's tied up right there. Then it goes up into this pulley, then down to this pulley, and then up here and gets into a knot right there in the yellow little. Another thing that you're supposed to do, you see this little hook here can go right here. You can tie up the rope. Look at that. Boom. This is the anchor, and there is a spot here right here for the anchor. These 2 poles right here where you're supposed to put your chain around here. So the roof does come off, and then you have access to the cabin. And look at that cabin, it's pretty cool. It has a little seat on there on the back here. Whoa, there goes the hood. Little wheel, a panel wheel for you to drive your cool ship. Navigate and make sure you can access all the parts of the ship properly. That is the Susanne. I love it. It's the best ship ever made. Here are all the accessories you get with this set of Susanne. I have a bunch of fishes. These 2, basically, they come in a little card like this where you snap them off. And so you have all of these in one card and all of these in one card. So you got 2 cards of these fishes. fishes, a card of 8 little fishes. These are cod fishes, and sometimes you're gonna get some different fishes depending on the year it was produced. From 1983, you get these fishes can differ a little bit depending on that year. It's more like sideways like here. This is the belly. It's very likely that you'll be getting this kind of fish here, slightly smaller than that one, and it will be several little cards of fishes, like 1, 2, 3, 4 totally, and 32 little fishes. Then you have the black pole, as always, to fish with. There's also a bucket, a silver bucket. I got 2 dogs in here, so you can see the 2 different kinds of dogs that they made back in the 80s. The one with the open mouth, the one with the closed mouth, as well as 2 fishermen. One guy here that's cold, he has the little hoodie, and the captain. Plus 4 little trays, so you can put your fishes in it. Floaty device, life-saving floaty device. But that's it, that's this set. And so here it is, the great Susanne boat from 1983. I organized the items in a different way, made them all fishing with their fishing poles. I got the captain here holding on that, just checking what's happening with his boat. And this net that does not come with the Susanne boat, I just hanged it in there because it looks cool. Here's a closer look of the inside of the boat, the hull and all of that. There's all the fishes, just I put all the small cods on these trays, and then I threw the larger and different ones on the side here because maybe they just caught that. And just as a little bonus here for the end of this video, this is set 3347 for 1983. It was released at the same time of the boat. It's just an extra fisherman. He comes with a bucket, a bunch of fishes, a fishing pole with a little fishing hook made of plastic. They're both red, just like the fishing pole. And here's the box. The box is also very small, and it's one of those boxes from 1983 that it doesn't have the items in the back, the accessories. What you do get is a cool scenery, look at that, and that's the guy that I have the little hat from, the blue guy. I guess this guy comes in the luxurious ship, that's why it's parked in the background. Here's the side of the box, and this is the other side of the box here where it shows how long the fishing pole is. Overall, that's a really awesome set. If you get Susanne, you gotta get at least one of these guys and add up yet another fisherman to your set. Enjoy!